This world-renowned conference is being held in the African continent for the first time in 20 years. It gathers and convenes a number of heads of states, businessmen, a lot of private sector entities, and this paves the way for human development and sustainable development. And as well, it paves the way for a quantum leap in urban development to happen in the region of the Middle East and on the international level as well. In fact, this is the second most important international conference after the Conference of Parties, which is related to climate affairs. And in fact, this is a very important forum for international entities and different stakeholders from across the world to, in fact, convene and cooperate together in order to carry out universal urban development. And in fact, the state of Egypt has been operationalizing state-of-the-art strategies in this domain in order to provide welfare for the Egyptian people, specifically in the midst of all these strenuous challenges that the region and the entire world is facing. And so this conference is so important since it showcases the state of Egypt's affairs and efforts in the field of urban development and sets Egypt and puts it on a pedestal as an exemplar experience that can actually inspire all countries of the world in the coming phase of urban development.
So what are the key themes and objectives of this year's forum, and how do they reflect current global urbanization trends?
There are definitely core goals and objectives, when this conference is being held in a country like Egypt, which is a leading country in the region. In fact, this attests to how countries of the world are convening together and cooperating in order to achieve prosperity for peoples of the region. In fact, as well, among the goals is for different heads of states to think and brainstorm different solutions for population issues, specifically that the population report 2024 is going to be discussed in detail in the sessions of this conference, and as well the different experiences of urban development in countries of the world are going to be previewed in this conference, and as well the partnership economy is going to be discussed. Climate change and its economic repercussions are going to be discussed as well. And in fact, the Secretary General of the United Nations and his Deputy Secretary Generals, in fact, have commended the holding of this conference at this specific point in time, since it's going to pave the way for all countries of the world to convene together and work in synergy in order to overcome population issues, poverty problems, and climate change repercussions. In fact, as well, there is a roundtable in which a lot of high-profile figures are going to be convening around in order to share different experiences and approaches that are efficient relative to achieving urban development across the world and specifically in the region of the Middle East. In fact, this is a huge forum in which the industrial major countries are going to convene in order to bring about development that is urban and universal.